was a bit more pressure, but oh, actually looks like they're going live here.
Yes, they are. So, this is the start of it. I guess
I'm watching Jambi go to mid now. He's not particularly quick, but he is going to play from window.
Okay.
Looks like a pretty slow start. Nats jumped in, done decent damage to a scout, backed off. Cool, big frags coming out though for from TSM and Sparks. Both soldiers getting good damage off. TSM picking up another. They've cleaned up this mid pretty easily. Diley gets Sparks as he's chasing, but it does look like they've gotten their medic out, the red team. So Smeso and Jambi looks like they're heading to battlements to try and hopefully hold on to second here, but it's going to be pretty tough. They're still down 2 players.
Yeah, so Nya taking Spy here. I mean, they haven't got any time on Spy yet, but there's no position by the red team, so it's looking pretty good for them, and they're just going to head on back to last, not bother with forward hob, because the Ubers are in fact even, so...
I would just like to insert a quick technical note. We are dropping 50% of our frames, so I'm going to go try and sort that out. Might be locked to a single player for a while, but to try and see what's happening with our internet here.
Yeah, it's too bad, but yeah, no, here we'll see. Hopefully red team get a couple of utilities up. Looks like Dilly is on sniper. I mentioned earlier that he, from what I'm aware of, he's a pretty good sniper, so he would be a good player to keep your eye on here, but...
I have seen him hit some shots in lobbies, so we'll see if he can do some here, but it's really, the action's going to be for blue here. What kind of, are you going to look for a pick, or they're just going to try and trade Ubers here? I'm not exactly sure what they want to do.
Yeah, I think the more well-known, I guess, decision here, but especially I think in lower divisions, would be just to, you know, just to sack a scout, get a sniper or something like that, and then just sit around and wait until you know, you get a pick, and then you can push on that pick. But okay, so yeah, they've sacrificed the scout, pretty confident, and then he'll probably go spy or sniper, and we'll have a boring old order. Wow,
sack from the soldier. Ooh, he got in pretty deep there. TSM did good work shutting him down. Medic didn't take too much damage, but could have been a force there almost.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry, I'm just.
And it looks like Ryuji is going for the spy play, so let's see what he can do with this.
Yeah, spy plays can be interesting, but I think if the other team's kind of onto it, it can really just fail utterly.
Well, if they don't see the sniper soon, they're going to suspect that it's got to be a spy,
yeah,
and he's making his way in now. Having a little peek around, can't really decide what he wants to do. Yeah, it looks like they're going to spot him here, I think. I think he just got spotted by Salt. No, actually, he hasn't been spotted yet. No, yeah, okay. Oh, wow.
What?
What was that? Bunny's is not going to be happy with that one. That was a bit of a face stab. I haven't seen that in a while.
Bit of an okay in chat. Yeah, that was Source Engine at its best, at its finest. Just run at someone's face and stab, and you'll just get that pick, because this game works like that apparently. But he's come back up as sniper, so hopefully he can hit some headies, and they can push on the player at, or he'll just get headied, and we'll be stuck in this exact same situation that we've been stuck in for the past 3 minutes.
I actually wouldn't mind if they, as soon as the spy went in and got that soldier, I reckon it would have been a bad idea to try and trade Ubers right then, because, I mean, they would have been looking back. You might have been able to get actually red to force before blue had to there. Oh, and
yeah.
Ryuji gets destroyed.
Yeah, no, definitely. I agree. Like, with a pocket advantage, you can obviously push.
And here we go, red's popped out. Still hasn't got a force though. Doesn't look like much is going to come of it though. Oh, actually, almost getting trapped in there. CSTM, but he's working from the right side.
Yeah, the blue combo overextended like crazy.
Yeah, there goes the med, and TSTM's going to go down here as well. This should be an easy push out. Demo might get caught in lobby as well.
Yeah, he had no reason to go forward there. Like, no way. Like, their Uber was like just ending, and he looked for flank frags when they were all out of top left.
Yeah,
anyway,
they went in so deep that they're going to end up getting cut off by stickies. But yeah, here comes the push out.
Yeah, Sparks is hiding in trash here, so this may actually
yeah,
work.
Fast making a play for last. Not going to make anything happen though. Gets shut down by Diley.
And Diley. Oh, yep. Dilly's just in upper. He knew that.
Oh, that's right. He doesn't like Diley. I forgot about that. I'm going to call him Diley for the rest of the pug anyway. The rest of the match anyway. Not pug. What am I talking about?
But yeah, no, TM Uber advantage now. They just got that Roma pretty late as well, so hopefully here they're thinking we want to push in the middle with this player. We don't want to use our, we don't want to use our Uber when we're pushing here, because we know that their Roma's dead. I don't agree with pushing house here, just because pushing choke is a lot easier.
Good spam in there from Xian. He got a couple of pipes off. They've got the force, and doesn't look like they're going to back out pretty safely here. Demo's going pretty far, but he's not going to overextend.
Yeah, don't know if they really need to use there. They probably could have dodged that spam a little bit better, but regardless, they
Yeah,
had
it's
used
just
their...
going to be that standard kind of leapfrog now. Oh, actually, Bar's making a play. Still alive. Does go down. I don't know if that was the right decision there, because they could really be pushing right now. But
Yeah, they had Uber advantage. There was no reason for that scut to die.
and there we go. They've got to pick if they can get another frag. Ooh, TSM going in really deep, way too deep actually, overturning very far. And I'm not sure if they're not going to be able to recap this, as Red are looking to push back in now. On 70% as well. Sparks does get Dilly, so that might actually stall enough for them to get the cap, and it does.
Yeah, they didn't get either of their forward spawns there, so things are looking a little bit grim, but I think by the time they get Uber, they're pretty much going to be even players. This scout can come in late, so they're going to be thinking about how do we want to use this Uber. It looks like they're going to go through house here, getting ready to push out house. An early pop there by the medic onto the soldier. I don't think they're really going to get much done here, really. Like, they needed to Uber the demo man out there first and land on their head.
He's going in on the demo here. He's playing around in mate. He's kind of caught now. He's not going to get out. Just so I say that though, both soldiers bombing in from red, and looks like no. Looks like the pocket will get out, but again though, just leapfrogging Ubers. It's been a bit of an awkward round so far. Blue Eye looking to come in through choke now.
Yeah, they're still even players and they have Uber advantage. Red are pretty much conceding the point entirely. I wouldn't be surprised if they got this for free. A really aggressive bomb there by Spark. Pretty much unnecessary.
Does good damage, but gets shut down by bunnies, and this is going to be a very awkward push. Speed's now on 80%, so they're going to be able to take this back, and this is probably going to be this is a lost spy now as well.
Yeah, with Zion dying there, that really put the nail in the coffin, but the original mistake was definitely by their Roma jumping that zip. They had Uber advantage. He had no need to try to...
Nat gets caught peeking there. Not the biggest deal, but they really should have been going on a spy a bit quicker than this. And they do actually get forced there, so I mean, it's traded Ubers, but at least this means they might be able to fight this if they can find a pick on spy. Doesn't look like they're going to contest though.
TSTM salvaged that relatively well with an aggressive Uber at choke. Trying to just, you know, he got 2 kills, which was good. The other team's going to get Spire, but they're going to be able to hold last here, and it's back to even Ubers, so I guess we're back in the exact same situation, but the shoe is on the other foot. And Red are going to be pushing. Here I'd expect Dilly just to suicide and go sniper and see if he can hit some of his own headshots.
So we've got Ryuji peeking top right, looking to kind of maybe get a pick. He's been spotted though, so they're not going to give him any kind of angle, so looks like he's just going to switch and maybe try from bottom or left.
Yeah. I'm not really sure if I agree with Sniper on defense. I mean, it can be okay, but I think especially against somebody who you would probably consider a better sniper than you, it's probably worth just playing Scout, or even getting like a sentry or something. Wow, this is aggressive. Red team's actually in bottom right here. I think they want to try to spam this sniper out of top right when he peeks.
And Bar's gonna get, almost gets caught there. Lucky just spots him though, so they are committing to this, it looks like.
Yeah,
and they're actually gonna get a pick here. This is gonna actually be a really good Uber.
Ryuji's on spy here.
Two players down here, Scout and Roma. Third down as well, both Scouts down now. Uber's still up, but I mean, massive player advantage for a trainman. And Ubers do get traded here, and it's just TSTM and hers lead, and they're in a lot of trouble here. Points getting sticky, Scout behind, Sparks is back up, but they're about to get collapsed on. This is going to be a round for... yep, trainmen take the round. Oh, actually, no they don't.
Wow.
TSTM and TSTM. I thought they had that.
Yeah, TSTM just kind of shotgunned them and hit a lot of shots. Yeah, like, that was really weird. Ryuji was on spy, even Ubers, and he was like pushing out and he didn't get anything done with it, and they lost the player on the point, and they kind of took it for free. And then Blue dropped their demo in the middle of the Uber, and somehow they ended up salvaging it at the end of the situation. But regardless here,
Red it's cap Spire, but it looks like it's going to be recontested by the trainmen, and they've got good position. Spark and Nat bombing in, getting the medics on the demo. Demo's weak, but he does go down.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
And Demo's actually coming back out to contest. Ooh. Zian doing good work there, shutting down bunnies, but it's not able to stop the Spire. It does get out as well, so...
Yeah, I mean, they could maybe try to recontest that, especially because they have a disadvantage, but...
Well, they definitely need to make some kind of play. I mean, if they just sit back at last year, they just kind of throw away that player out, but that's exactly what they're going to do.
Yeah, they just...
no utils up either. They really need it, either an NG, a Heavy, a Pyro, something, because this Uber's coming in soon.
Okay, they've got a Pyro coming up top right. I agree with this decision. I think they are going to take Demo to Scout. Yep, and they're taking the Scout in. Pyro's doing a little bit of work, but really not that
Zion is very weak. Manages to back out though. This Uber not doing much so far. It's an absolute DM fest, but it looks like, well, Nya just cleaning up again.
Yeah.
And that takes out Bar as he tries to rush the combo, but this should be a pretty easy Spire retake for Nya with full Uber out as well. They're a little bit slow to get out there, so this is going to be a bit of a struggle to actually cap this. They're going to be a lot of spam on the point.
Yeah, Zion gets Nat. Blue do have full Uber ad, but they just lost 2 players there, and losing players with Uber advantage is just not...
I feel like they just needed to commit a bit more. Like, they knew it was only the combo at the start, so I mean, they could have really just rushed the Demo or a Scout into Spire straight away and got time on it.
Yeah, and just like sent an aggressive Uber or something at them, but I mean, they were a little bit indecisive, I guess, and they just didn't really use their advantage. Maybe like those aggressive players shouldn't have died or something, but I guess we're back to even Ubers.
An Uber coming in on the top right here. Ooh, Dilly going down straight away. Oh, double kill for Zian as they try to rush the point. This is going really, really bad for the train man. It's just Demo Medic trying to get out, and there's going to be players in pursuit. No, again. So slow. There's a player standing above the point. There's only 2 players backing out. They knew where they were. They really should have been more aggressive there. I mean, they're going to get the Spire, but they probably could have got the Medic there. I mean, I guess at least they're going to have full Uber advantage, but still.
Yeah, I don't even think they used their Uber on last though.
No, that was the crazy thing about it. They managed to hold that Uber all that time.
Yeah, so they have full Uber advantage now, pushing mid, even Ubers. So looking to take it house. I think they should take their Demo man with this Uber. I don't agree with this decision. This is just a solo Uber with Uber advantage. This isn't going to work out in their favor. He's in aggressive.
Nat actually jumps in behind though and drops Zion. That's actually a really big pit from Nat.
The Demo man not being with the Uber when they had Uber advantage, it was
Nat's
really,
on the back
really
cap, but without a pain train, he's not going to get anywhere close to this. Can he drop one of these players coming back for him?
TSTM just absolutely owned. He just jumped him at choke, got 2 frags. He's forced the Uber, and if he jumps out, he's going to be able to get out as well. Yeah. Wow, really good play by TSTM now. They can re-enter now. He's hitting good rockets. I mean, his team needs to capitalize a bit on this damage, but
he does go down. But yeah, he did amazing work for his team there.
Yeah, he's kind of he's been playing pretty well this game.
Oh,
actually.
Nat getting Zian again. That's really unfortunate. That is definitely going to it's going to probably stalemate out a bit here. I mean, Blue do have Uber advantage, but they're not going to be pushing until their Demo's in position. No, it's going to give Smiso plenty of time to build up that Uber.
Yeah, but they're not actually out Uber yet, so I think they're still going to have Uber advantage pushing around the choke.
Yeah, actually, I think you're right, but doesn't look like they're really setting up for an aggressive play. It looks like they are going to probably look for a house, maybe resup kind of play here.
Yeah, this would be a good
There's actually only... Okay, Nat's getting in position now at resup, so he isn't going to be in time to kind of spam them out.
He's Ubered from Connector. It was a bit late, though. He needed to really early push through house. TSTM's looking for the Demo, but he's been able to jump out, so that's a bit of a shame that they didn't get anything done with that Uber. Red's flank really aggressively looking to push house, but they're going to get Uber here. And they could very easily aggressive Uber on a spy, but wow, Ryuji, really nice frag on Bunnies, and Red have used Uber in a really bad spot. This is going to be a pretty much useless Uber as they have to get back to last, and now Blue have both a player advantage and a pretty decent Uber advantage, and they kind of have the choice of whether or not to push now on those 2 soldiers that they have killed, or just to run up their Uber. And they're looking to push lower here, maybe?
I think they're probably going to back this up once Bunnies respawns, and yeah, they have a peak, but they're just going to try and go on. They've got a 30% advantage now, which is... it was only about 25% originally, but they've obviously been grinding well, and they look to make this push as soon as they get Uber, hopefully.
Sorry, yeah, that was a really good play by them. And now they have the Uber advantage. Nice headshot there on my pocket. That's really going to slow things down. Nat pushing up bottom left. He knows there's nothing here. Getting into upper, I don't know if I agree with that. I mean, they weren't even Ubers, they had Uber out, and with the Roma dying there, I think there's a possibility of them pushing in bottom right here. And yeah, both scouts are in bottom right, now it's top right. They deny that soldier really well, and he dies down below, so they've still, I guess they're still even players because that spawner just came up, but with the pocket dead again, they could just push top left. They've only got the demo.
I think Uber comes in top left. Don't know what they plan to do with a single scout on the demo, but maybe he's got Uber. The scout on the point though, really good. Oh wow, Ryuji just capping the trainman, napping there. Goes one. It was a 15-minute round, but it finally goes to Nya.
Yeah, no, he just went in bottom left. Like that was good play, I guess. Bit of a cheesy backup here. I'm gonna watch. Let's watch a scout. Let's watch Ryuji on this rolling out train.
Oh, destroys that soldier. TSM finishes him off, and this is just all Nya right now. Jambi coming across the point aggressive, there's no support and gets shut down by TSTM.
And now it's just Dilly up for Trainman, and he dies as well. Sorry. So yeah, they're gonna have full Uber advantage here. The smart decision right now is to get into lower lobby, because once that demo man comes up, he could really, you know, forward trap them. But he died pretty late. He's still spawning. Now they just need to wait for players. Hopefully TSTM doesn't get too aggressive into last tier. Yeah. So just wait for their demo man. They're gonna have full Uber advantage. Looks like TM are getting a pyro up at top left and a heavy up at top right. So that could work out in their favor. I like the idea of having two utilities with Uber disadvantage. I think it's very good. As Blue using Uber in top left here, but it's just the demo.
Solo demo. The pyro is just shutting it down. This is not what you want to see happen. Good time on the point though, but there's just no one there to cap it. Oh wow, Ryuji, he is a sneaky little man.
The back cap, just
No, it wasn't really a back cap, he just sort of ran behind them and while they were all just a couple of inches away from the point, and just with that, how much it was capped, it only took like a quarter of a second and it was capped.
Well yeah, I guess
watching Bahir on this rollout, he's sneaking around onto the point, he's onto the combo. Doesn't do too much, but it opens up a bit of space for his team. Zayan doing really good work getting a soldier and a scout there doing good damage.
See that mini?
I didn't actually see it. Was that Xian hitting that or?
Yeah, it was. Nice on the demo. There's a scout behind Xian. Hasn't even seen him.
Another soldier on. Oh, that's unfortunate. He almost kind of escaped off the edge
yeah,
there.
So that medic dying so late's really bad. That's going to mean that they're going to have a pretty big Uber disadvantage as long as Smeeso is grinding his up. They still have a
if they go both scouts on point, they might be able to cap it in time. But if Jambi can get out there and spam, yeah, and he's out there now, this is going to completely shut this down.
Yeah, no heals, and now they've got like a 30% out. They haven't been grinding it very effectively, actually, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to be about 20% in the end now, which is a bit disappointing, because it should have been at least 30.
It should have been something more along the lines
of... Yeah, no, it's still fighting in, ooh. Losing two players now, they're going to have to back off, and probably lose a third, yeah, there we go. This is going to be a pretty easy mid-cap now. With Trainman just bombing players in, Jambi going very deep, gets a lot of damage but doesn't get a kill.
Yeah, but it means they're going to be able to get mid here. Yeah, that was really weird. I mean, there was an aggressive push there from House, just to try to see what they could do, but the scout ended up doing really good damage from House, and they ended up taking that situation. But yeah, no, they did have Uber advantage, but now it's only 10%, but it definitely could have been something more along the lines of 50 if their medic were grinding and healing the whole time. But regardless, they get Spy here, just force them out. Now the team uses Uber.
Actually, Scout on the medic, he's taking some damage. Smeeso's only on... Ooh. Bunny's going down, he's forced out the pop. Excellent work there from Ryuji. I think Zayan landed a pipe in there somewhere as well. Stuck in... Oh, Valley now, if he can get out, no. Going down to Curly.
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to hold the Uber here, but unfortunately they're not going to be able to recontest fire until they get some spawners. And with 12 seconds on both Zayan and Sparks, it's going to be a while.
So, fully Brad here for Nya. I have to see how they use it. I mean, the popular option is the solo Uber from drop down, but they could also take it, you know, from just on battlements there or whatever. Losing a play there again, losing a player when they have Uber advantage, it seems like it's something they're doing pretty regularly. Big mistake. It's going to slow down their
it's
push.
just a little bit
especially
sloppy. In fact, I think it's going to shut down their push completely because without that scout, they're not going to be able to really get any significant time on Spire. And yeah, they're sitting at last now, so unfortunate for Nya, but they only have themselves to blame there.
Wow, nice Python upper.
Yeah, Zion almost going down there, brought down to 60 health.
So we've got Ryuji sniping here at top left. Trying to see what he can do. He's pretty forward there. I think Red could capitalize on him being that forward.
And they're going for Sorry Soldier over on the top. Not a bad Uber. They forced a bit of a multi. Really needs to get Soldier out low. Fortunately, he's trapped in video. He actually managed to run away, tail between his legs, holding his equalizer out. Smacken going down and lower, and Nat taking out Sparks. Bit of Roamer on Roamer action there. Nat does himself also go down.
Yeah, TSM able to get Nat here, so this is just a reset. I mean, TM.
Well, Bar going aggressively takes a rock to the face and another run, and that's him down. And I think it's not a bad chance to try and just make something happen now if you're the train men. Playing like they looking like they don't want to though, so.
Yeah, they're just not capitalizing on this scout advantage that they have. It seems they do have a slight rad, but it's essentially even, and they'll be treating it as even. So, I guess here we're back to the old reset with snipers and spies and all manner of utils. Okay, looks like the demo's going bottom right here. This is an interesting decision. I think they're going to try to bait a scout there. Oh, just didn't get that trap in time, but that could have worked out well. But I'm not really sure what else they're doing. Both teams are kind of sitting around doing their own thing. Oh, this is an aggressive solo Uber, and we'll end up popping later. There is a multi-Uber here though, so that red soldier's done pretty well. Now he jumps top right. He's going to be able to frag the roamer as well and get up bottom right. Really nice Uber there.
Dilly also taking down a scout, so this is now 4 on 6, and with TSM going down as well, that's going to be first cap there for the trainman.
Yeah, fantastic Uber there from the red pocket. The blue demo man was a little bit forward there at top left. He forces the multi. Knew that he'd be able to get a little bit more time on his Uber. Protocol that the roaming soldier was at bottom left, just jumped on his head.
Gonna watch Zian on this mid because she had a pretty massive mid last time, so let's see if she can follow that up. Now, going window this time, landing some decent damage. Looks like TSTM taking down the roamer. Getting jumped. Zian. Oh, that's unfortunate there.
Yeah, Bunny's nice aggressive jump there to kill Zian.
Still a pretty even fight though. And here we go, TSTM jumping in aggressively, doesn't get the big midi, but he is probably going to be able to take out this demo.
Smiso is kind of destroyed here at house. He dies to the roamer there. So, yeah, so he dies. Full Uber advantage here to Herza lead. He'll be able to use this to go ahead and try to take Spire. They've got some spawners coming in. Jambi isn't up for one, but he's going to be up now. I think they should be able to contest this Spire. Hopefully. But no, he's actually just setting up a last here. I mean, maybe they could have gone a little bit further forward, but with, I guess Smiso dying so late, my mistake, they weren't actually able to go forward there and try to contest that. So here they're going to be at last. They've got a heavy up as util, and a pyro as well. So, you know, hopefully this could work out. They've actually got Nat forward here at reset, but he's actually been seen, so this may not work out in his favor. And he back spawns accordingly.
And here we go, Uber's coming in once again. Oh, he does actually get a pyro quickly this time. Ryuji is down the flank though. And, ooh, it's not going to be working out too well for Trainman. Yep, there we go.
Yeah, just your classic Uberad push, I guess, in the last. So they end up taking that. Pretty good in the first half there by Nya.
Yeah, I think Trainman would have to feel a little bit disappointed though. I mean, losing 2 rounds to back cap, that's really not what you want to happen.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully in the second half here, they'll be a little bit more careful. I'm just going to open up the logs here and see how things are going. Actually, I don't think there are logs.
It's an All-Fortress server, so you shoot
sorry,
there
are. No, there's not actually, unless I've missed them entirely. But no, I think the logs might be broken because there are none. Unless it's IP, no. That's weird.
I'm not sure about that. Might be an issue with live logs or something, but yeah, if it's on Oz Fortress, it should be.
I'm
On,
messaging the
live
team,
logs.
seeing if they have them somehow.
Victory.
They do not have logs.
Yeah, it's a shame to see. Well, I guess we'll consult the scoreboard. Bunnies top scoring on blue, doing some decent work on Pocket. I thought TSTM also playing reasonably well as Pocket. Nice work by Ryuji to get those backups as well. But yeah, so far basically we've just seen Nya kind of having a stronger impact, especially on the mid fights and stuff, and really just locking down their play pretty well. But I mean, overall it's been reasonably even. Without those backups, it would really just be a 1-1. So
Yeah, that's it. I mean, one of the big things I think contributing to that half is, I mean, at the 15-minute first round, you lose that. That's got to be frustrating, especially because Trainman did actually win that first mid. I mean, they were pushing last. Sure, it was Uber versus Uber, but to have that and then get pushed all the way back to your last, and then lose your last to a back cap, that's got to be frustrating.
for sure.
Believe that sounds very familiar to a particular game we had last season against Trainmen. Fortunately, we were on the receiving end of it. That might have been in overtime.
Alright, I am officially finished eating,
Good to know.
so
I'm hearing
There's
some
a-
ready up sounds as well. They might be starting
Yeah.
pretty soon.
so am I, unless that's some other sort of sound. Alright, well they're saying there'll just be a minute, so let's talk about some other stuff. Let's talk about Div 1 this season, perhaps. A little bit, not really as good as it has been in previous seasons. Probably,
I'd say that the main problem really is that there's no clear, the 2 and 3 team aren't as strong as they have been in the past. I think from 1 to 8, it's not really that much worse than any other kind of season. Like, I think the bottom Prem teams, like I've seen Div 1 teams that have been a lot worse than some of the bottom Div 1 teams of this season, so I mean, in that way I don't think it's that bad, but yeah, in terms of a challenger for us as an IM, I don't think, not a great season.
yeah, for sure. I am probably almost certainly going to take the #1 spot unless some sort of team either practices their asses off somehow and ends up getting a whole lot better, or maybe they pick up some players or something.
I
But
think it's too late for that. The last transfer window's already gone.
okay, well, hopefully maybe a team or two nerds it out for a month or something, and
I'd
might be
say
able
their
to-
best chance is probably going to be a DDoS at this stage.
Well, okay, we're about to go live. It looks like both teams have readied up, and we're actually in the game here in the second half.
Right, I'm going to watch TSTM on this mid, because he was going pretty hard, probably the MVP of the first half. Let's see what he can do in this round. Looks like
Yeah, for
he's
sure.
just taking through Valley, going to jump point. Romer's on his medic, that lands pretty crisp rockets on him, shuts him down pretty easily, but unfortunately, medic does go down.
Yeah, they're 2 dead here. He lets the demo man take the pack. But they did lose their medic there, so it's a little bit of a problem. Blue ended up keeping their medic.
Someone's going to probably try and make a play here. I'm not exactly sure who it's going to come from, though. Looks like
Yeah.
Bar's going to try and make a play through house. He's probably going to get caught out, though. I think they're going to suspect he's coming. And does get
so-
spotted there, but the demo doesn't actually have a chance to react.
Yeah, he did maybe kind of get spotted, but yeah, they're just pushing Reese up here, trying to get through. Demo man's trapping up the Reese up. They get a frag, but they do use Uber. So hopefully they're going to take this through lower. Scout should die on Spire there, but they have used their Uber. They only got 1 frag with it, so
Did he manage to clean up
they get a
Ryuji at the
second.
end?
Yeah, and Red are all the way back at last here, so
But
they
looks
end up
like
getting
with
Spire
Bar's
there.
spawn time, it's going to be a 6v5, so I don't know if the train men are going to try and... I think it would be worthwhile to probably try and throw a player or two, just because they're getting pretty close to that Uber, and if you can force or kill the medic, that'd be pretty handy.
Yeah, but they just weren't fast enough. Getting into upper now is just about to spawn. There's not really much they could do. They needed to be quicker in order to think about doing something like that. But regardless, Nya have pretty 50% Uber advantage here, and hopefully they're going to look to look to use it.
TSM standing pretty passively, but Jambi's positioning like he wants to go. He's motioning and he goes all the way into a sticky trap. This is really not working out now. Zian does actually might kill a medic here. Good work from Zian. Gonna get caught out, but might buy him enough. Actually, I'm not sure because it's 4 DM classes on only 3.
Yeah.
But Dealy gets shut down straight away. Right,
Yeah,
Soldier on the point. This is going to be. Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, Trainman bringing it back 3-2. They just
Maybe
pushed
could
in.
have blocked that, but there was just too much kind of chaos going on around the point.
Yeah, they pushed in 4v3. They knew that one of the players on the enemy team was just a medic. A few of them are low, but they pretty much just overwhelmed them.
Right, so watching Zian this mid, she's pretty quick through house. Doesn't land anything yet, just kind of spamming out. Taking a bit of harass from the scouts. Dilly does go down to bar. Romy started bombing in, gets shut down again. And this is looking like it's Nya's mid.
Yeah, definitely.
So he is going to get up. Oh, actually, Soldier on him. Oh,
yeah,
and Spark. Beautiful play there to get the medic.
Yeah, pretty good by that Soldier going straight through house there. They knew it was coming, but he did die. So yeah, Nya now. Pretty big Uber advantage, pretty much full. And the medic still isn't alive, so I think they're going to be able to get Spy here reasonably easily. Hopefully just checking for that aggressive player, and that was Bunnies actually who dies. So this is going to be a really difficult defense for TM now.
Sparks hasn't actually spawned yet though, so by the time he gets there, Bunnies is probably going to be up. So and Jambi actually gets a trap onto Bar, so that's going to slow them down a little bit. They'll still have full Uber by the time Bar gets there if they want to wait, but I think they might just decide to go in.
Yeah, Dilly getting a little bit frisky at top left there, but nothing comes of it. So now, Nya maybe just going, no, okay, they push straight through lower. Soldier Uber, and they're going to give their demo multi as well. Soldier just at top left trying to do as much as he can. They didn't have a util. Ryuji dying.
Well, he did actually do the pyro, but he got pretty much bypassed, but it's a... Well, it's a 3-on-4 now, and it looks like Train Magna hold. Scout on the point. Oh no! That is very unfortunate. And looks like it's was that 4-2 now to Nya.
Yeah, Trainman just need to be more careful of that bottom left. It seems to be their biggest enemy.
Their Achilles heel, really. Just a little bit slow to step on the point sometimes.
Well, I'm going to watch Jambi going window on this rollout. I think he's hit a bit of decent damage. No, sorry, hasn't hit damage on the enemy demo man, but he's just sitting here throwing
a lot of weak players on the Train Man side, though. Darley and Jambi both weak now, and Nya just casually strolling across the point as a big blob of 6.
Yeah, just casually mauling that rollout.
Casually mauling indeed.
So yeah, some really nice play. Yeah, Nya just kind of dominating the mids of this second half, really. But now it's just even Ubers. Luckily, Trainmen were able to keep their medic alive, so they're just going to be defending last here. Even Ubers, they've got a sniper at top left, and we'll be back to the old situation we've spent half this game in.
And they forgot to wait for STV, so obviously Nya just closed it out 5-3, yeah.
Oh, wait,
5-2.
5-2, yeah.
5-2, yeah.
Yeah, so
thanks, guys. Well then.
I guess that's they're probably not used to having the games casted.
That's the first map down. I guess we have a second. What's the second map?
I believe second map is Metalworks this week because it's the same across all divisions.
Okay, well that's interesting, I guess. Metalworks kind of a...
Again, it's probably going to favour... well, yeah, I think it's going to favour Nya just because very kind of pocket soldier heavy map, and I feel that TSCM has definitely been getting the better of the pocket exchanges.
Yeah, I agree, but we've also seen some decent play from the Trainman pocket as well, so I wouldn't say it would be as much like a one-sided thing. I think they're reasonably even if TSTM maybe has a slight edge or has been playing slightly better during this game, but I guess we'll just have to see how it goes.
I think what seems to be the more noticeable effect is Sparks just seem to be getting a lot more kind of impact kind of frags on the flank, whereas Nat was doing some good work early on, you know, got a few demo picks, but Sparks just seemed to be getting, you know, pretty decent med picks, forcing the med at, you know, pretty inopportune times for the other team, and yeah, seems to be definitely playing quite well.
Yeah. So yeah. What we talk about from the last game? I wish we had logs. Logs would make this a lot easier.
Do you actually have an idea why the logs aren't working?
I'm sure we don't.
We have live logs for the second half.
Oh, we
have
do?
live logs for the second half? Oh, excellent.
Paste them. See if I can get them up on stream. Give me 2 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Zion kind of dominating the damage stats in the second half. Very, nice KDR as well, top fragging and top damaging actually.
Impressive.
So, yeah, nice work by Zion. Nat coming in second as the roamer. Generally, roamers don't second top damage, especially on the losing team. He also had an impressive KDR for a roamer, 7 for 4, and second top fragged as well. So that definitely some nice play by him. Followed by TSTM, who's 5 for 2, and the Demo Man 5 for 2. Not really that much to say about these stats. They only went for like 5 minutes, but one thing that can be said, I think, for certain was, Zion doing really nice damage, and it was definitely noticeable within the game. Just putting a lot of pressure on the enemy team.
Yeah, that definitely seemed to be one of the defining factors in the mids, that Zion
for sure.
seemed to be getting pretty consistently, consistently out-damaging Jambi.
Yeah, and just like taking position and, across the point it was good. But who knows, this is quite... I guess Badlands is kind of the most well-known map in the game, I think, and the most popular and most played map in the game.
And for good reason.
As opposed to this map, Metalworks, which isn't really played as much, isn't really as popular, and people don't really know it as well. So there aren't really as many set plays per se as there are on maps like Badlands, where people kind of know every nook and cranny of it. So I guess what we can expect from this map is it's very pocket soldier centric from what I've seen. Pockets seem to have a pretty large effect on a lot of the fights. Last can be a bit of a bitch to push sometimes, but I don't think it's nearly as bad as some of the other maps out there.
Well, it's similar to most last maps, really. You just need some kind of advantage when you're actually pushing in. Going in Uber versus Uber with complete, even teams is not going to work, which it doesn't work on pretty much any other map either.
Yeah. But we'll have to see what happens. What are you expecting from this game? Who do you expect to go huge?
I'm gonna back TSTM and Zion for Nya, and for TM I'm gonna back Dilly and Nat. I think he's due to. I know he can do a lot more than he showed, I think, in that first one. I mean, he played quite well in the second half, but I think he might be able to really get some big kills and really get some momentum going for the Trainmen.
Yeah, for sure. I pretty much agree with what you said. I think that those probably would have been my choices for the players who will probably have the most effect on the game. But we'll just have to see, really. Kind of just still waiting around. Both teams do have 6 in the server each, and they're all on the correct teams and stuff, so hopefully it won't be long before we actually see teams ready up. I don't think anybody's a couple of AFK players on Nya. But other than that, we're sitting pretty.
I'd like
What
to
we
give
chat
a
about?
shout out to the Jambi, currently with 1,191 viewers.
What?
He's getting view bottom.
Oh.
It's the new thing.
How does that even work? I don't understand it. Like, does it just people pay for it, or is it just randomly?
I think it's just random.
Pretty sure like you pay for it, but there's been someone who's been view botting Australian streams recently.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I remember one time I was looking on Twitch TV and that Musical K guy had like 20,000. I was just like, what's going on here?
Muselk's been the one that's been getting it recently.
No,
Yeah.
it hasn't just been Australians. A lot of Americans have been getting it as well. I didn't know you actually had to pay for it. I thought it was just people being cheeky somehow, but...
Yeah, well, Muselk was saying he got a message from one of these, viewbot providers. Apparently, it's like for 2,000 viewers for a month, it's like $900. Not cheap.
Jesus.
It's not something that's within the TF Live budget.
Yeah, not really. It's surprising to see that there are people out there getting 20,000 views, which is $900 times whatever.
Probably
Change to
some...
it though. I remember Jambi from way back in the days. I actually met Jambi at the Oz Fortress LAN. He came over. He was originally with before Team Fortress TV. There was TFTV, who were a casting organization, and
You mean
TF2
EXTV?
TF2 TV. No, not EXTV. TF2 TV. And I remember he was actually over here. Flew over from New Zealand with someone else. I can't remember, and they were actually doing coverage for the Oz Fortress LAN, which was really cool to see. And it's good to see he's sort of made his way as a player into Div 2.
Woo!
Back in the day, I think he was a pocket soldier mostly, so must have made the change the demo at some point. Looks like they
Sadly.
are about to go live.
Oh,